Let's get into our regulars. The question of the day. This is what we were asking you this morning. And I think this has been causing a little bit of panic in some people's lives, I have to say. What are your thoughts on the call by the SA Drug Policy Initiative to have the decision to ban alcohol and tobacco sales during the national lockdown reversed? So this is, this is a big talking point. We'd love to hear from you. How have you been handling not being able to buy alcohol and cigarettes? This is something, I suppose, that for people that smoke, it's a very difficult thing. It really is to suddenly go cold turkey. But I'd love to hear from you at Morning Live, SABC. Let us know. Tell us what it's been like for you and what your thoughts are on the call to try and have this ban reversed. So yeah, this should be an interesting one to get some responses to. All right, let's move on to the stories of the day now, and let's find out what's happening today. Sakina? Okay, no, let me do this one instead. This is according to figures released by the Health Ministry last night. 5 people have died from the coronavirus, and the number of people who have tested positive have increased now to 1,353. Police Minister Becky Cele, together with the National Police Commissioner, will today visit a number of COVID-19 lockdown joint operations in the Northern Cape to assess adherence to the regulations. And then, of course, these important numbers. For more information on the coronavirus, members of the public are urged to call the 24-hour hotline. That's 0800 029 999. You can also add the official government COVID-19 support service on WhatsApp. Save that number. It's 0600 123 456. All right, let's go to trending topics now, and let's see what you as South Africans are talking about. And Sakina, I still see, even though I opened the show saying, don't be that person, don't come out here making April Fool's jokes on the 1st of April. We know it's April Fool's Day, but to be honest with you, it almost feels like we're living in an eternal April Fool's joke. Who would have seen this one coming? I mean, can you think about it? So that's the number one trending topic right now.
No, absolutely, Leanne. And of course, many saying April Fool's Day and jokes cancelled for this year because this is our reality right now, and we don't want to spook people unnecessarily. So can we not have April Fool's jokes?
No, I already saw coming through. In fact, I'm going to name and shame her. Our GE of News, Patiswe, sent a message last night on our news group. I don't know if you saw that, Sakina.
I saw that.
Where it said that the 21-day lockdown has been extended. And I'm like, you are kidding me. Open the attachment, and there it said April Fool's Day. I'm like, don't be that person. This is enough. Our hearts are already on overload right now. So yeah, anyway, that's the number one trending topic.
And amazing what everyone's reaction was to that. And I guess that goes to show exactly why we don't need April Fool's jokes this year.
Yeah.
Because the situation is just too stark and too dire right now.
It's true. Like I said, feels like we're living an April Fool's Day joke for these last couple of days already, and a couple more to come. All right, so next trending topic, let's have a look at that one. So I can see that it is COVID-19. I mean, no surprises here, Sakina. This is all we have been talking about. You know, you and I had quite a funny conversation off air yesterday, and we were saying, what's happened to the usual suspects? You know, those ones that we used to talk about all the time, they've all disappeared.
They have, but I'm sure they're welcoming this break. I was actually thinking later in the day yesterday, I wonder which is going to be the next big story once COVID-19 is behind us. Can you imagine?
Oh, no, I can't imagine. I don't know what life looks like after this. I really don't. I mean, the fact that I can't even sit next to you and talk to you has got me thinking all things right now. Yeah. So I'm getting used to our social distancing. I miss you already. How are you feeling out there?
I'm feeling very, very lonely. I feel like I've been isolated, like I'm in quarantine. I really am getting a sense for that right now. But Leanne, and just to make sure that people understand, this is us ramping it up,
yeah.
Because we have been observing that social distancing, contrary to what people may think. It may look as though we're close on screen, but we actually were quite far apart. And also, I see yesterday the World Health Organization, they've now moved from using the term social distancing to physical.
I saw that.
Distancing. So it's about literally physically removing yourself as I've done today.
All right, well, yeah, okay. We physically removed from each other. All right, so, but I'm glad we're still talking. Rupert, here's one for us. This got South Africa talking. That so-called donation by the Rupert family that President Ramaphosa announced during the 21-day lockdown speech is exactly not that. It is a loan. So SMMEs may apply for funding from 250,000 to $1 million for the 60-month loan if they can prove that their business is in financial distress as a result of COVID-19. So this got Twitter going crazy, as one would imagine, Sakina.
Absolutely, Leanne, and it starts with the semantics, like what is a donation if we are now going to have to repay loans. So it also speaks to what people's expectations were in terms of the relief that would be on offer. But of course, the announcement coming through that this company, I'm just trying to find the name of the company, Business Partners, they will actually be administering this donation that the Rupert family made on their behalf, looking at terms and conditions of repayment. And this has got people really shaken up because they feel that they have somehow been duped.
And what about the other ones? I mean, we heard from Patrice Motsepe, we heard from the Rothschild, we also heard from Naspers, all of these families, so-called, doing these donations. Are they donations or are they loans? Or is it only this one particular one that we're all talking to? I mean, have we got any word of those ones right now?
You see, this is where we need clarity right now, because the clarity has been needed from day one in terms of how exactly people need to go about following the process through which they can get relief, SMMEs in particular. So all of this needs to be clarified. And of course, if it is a loan, one would imagine that the terms would be a lot more favorable than businesses would ordinarily be subjected to, like perhaps no interest, one would hope, things like that. But of course, Leanne, we need a lot of clarity around these issues, and sooner rather than later.
100%. I mean, that's a fact. So Rupert trending, and not for the right reason, unfortunately. So people not too happy with that one. All right, that wraps up our trending topics for this. I can confirm the day is Wednesday. I had to quickly switch on my phone. It is Wednesday. I mean, every day feels like the same, I have to tell you. So Wednesday morning, 1st of April. It's great to have you with us here on Morning Live, and I'm